For me, sir, please. BlaXit family. Hi, how are you today? I'm hoping that I'm live. I'm not sure. But if you can see me, can you let me know that everything's okay? Sound wise. Um, and also, if you can see me, if that's okay, just let me know. Is that all right? Yeah. Could you give me a thumbs up or a message, please? Just let me know that you can see me. Camera's clear. Um, I'm just waiting. Could anyone give me I see 5 thumbs up. Okay, that's great. Okay, so we'll start. So hello, Menelik. Menelik Haney, loud and clear, sister. Thank you so much. I appreciate the sound check and also the visual check because I can't see it by myself, so I have to rely on you. So how are you today, everyone? Welcome to BlaXit. BlaXit is the channel that is dedicated to your relocation, repatriation, your return home back to your nation in Africa. Okay, and that's what BlaXit is about. Your exit from the West. That's the black exit from the West back to the best. Okay, and that is Africa. So welcome. I'm Nyancho Kajabi, also known as Juliet, to those who have known me for a long time. I'd love to have a really lively discussion with you today. It's Thursday and it's 8 p.m. GMT and it's 7 o'clock here in the Gambia. So we are here in the Gambia. That's right. BlaXit is based here in the west coast of Africa. And this is where I've lived for almost 5 years. And I'm guessing you can detect from my accent that I wasn't born here. For all of you who've not been BlaXit family members, I just want to say that you're all beautiful, you're all wonderful, and you are all welcome. Okay, welcome to BlaXit family. BlaXit is about our journey. It's about our transition. It is about our mind emancipation, and it's about the continuation of the legacy of our ancestors. And so this is why we're here. And why are we here in Africa? What is it about Africa? You've got people that are, say, oh my goodness. But the thing is that I want to talk a little bit about my journey today. It's a little bit of an unstructured live today, and I really want you to interact with me and to ask me questions about the transition and coming and what it was like to live there and then to live here. I want to talk about that a bit more and the questions that you might have that you wanted to ask me. And so I really want you to, ask me questions. Obviously, if they're too personal, I won't answer. But if it's about, general questions about our repatriation, about our journey, I'll definitely answer them for you. So I want you to, get involved in the discussion, and that's what the chat area is for. So I want you to say hi to me and let me know where you're from. That would be absolutely lovely. And today's show is about karma. Yes, that's right, karma. And why am I talking about karma? The reason why I'm talking about karma is because no one talks about good karma. Yeah? Everybody talks about bad karma. So today, I really want to focus in on good karma and what it means. Obviously, many of us, we are putting ourselves out there to tell you, that what they said about Africa isn't true, basically. And, we're here on our computers, in our houses, living our lives that we've built here as evidence to show you that, yes, you can do it too. And so that's part of the reason why I'm here. So S to 923. Love watching your channel. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much. Yeah. A lot of love goes out to all of you. Love is what we need. Okay. So, I love you so much for staying on the channel and for also staying with me, for being loyal. I appreciate it. I so do. Loyalty is something that I value so much, and dedication to the journey, and also spreading the word. I've had so many messages from different places all over the world this week. It's so inspiring. There was a man that I was talking to called Xavier from Ohio this week. So I just want to say hello to you. I was also speaking to Elle and Jay, who came and flew in from Tennessee in Texas, and also to R, yeah, who flew in from Hackney in London. So, just like to say thank you so much. I enjoyed spending time with you and understanding your journey and your motivations for coming back home. And that's what's really important. Hey, Michelle, that's my sister. That's my sister. Yo, Michelle Marbell. How are you, my darling? Are you okay? Yeah. Okay. So, right. Let's focus in on the show today. I think it's important that we focus in on our issues, and BlaXit is about our issues and why we need to make that transition to Africa. And so, one of the things that I think we don't talk about is the good karma of moving. Good karma. Okay. So I'm going to talk about the good karma because there's always positive and negative in everything. So I want to talk about some of the good aspects of karma that you get when you move back to Africa. One of the good things about the karma that we have when we move to Africa. Hi, Xavier. Did you hear me give you a shout out? How are you? So it was good speaking with you this week. We've had lots of conversations, and it's been really interesting getting to know you a bit better. And thank you so much for sharing the message about BlaXit in Ohio in America. So it's great that we're actually getting global exposure, and I appreciate that. So please share. Please give me a few more thumbs up if you don't mind. I'd really appreciate it. And please remember to subscribe if you haven't already. It helps our channel to grow. And as you know, channels like ours, although we have like over 58,000 subscribers, as you know, sometimes we experience, let's just say, limitations on certain platforms because of our subject matter. So therefore, we don't get our equal share of likes, views, and subscribes because, of course, we're doing it for the betterment of our nation, and that, of course, is not very popular. And so thank you, Xavier, as well. Yeah, and nice to see you, Michelle. Thanks for joining. So I'm talking about good karma. So I'm gonna like lay it into the subject because I've been on 8 minutes and I haven't really got into the subject. So I'm so sorry. So basically, good karma is like the reciprocation of what you get when you do something good. Yeah. And so when you come to Africa, believe it or not, it is actually something good that you're doing. Yeah. Because I'm sorry, but Europe isn't where we actually belong. I don't believe that it has the right feeling. I don't believe that it's the right karma for us. And I think it gives us a lot of stress. I think it gives us a lot of fuss. Even when I was reading about the young man who died in Canada, Ontario, from what the police had done to him, it brought tears to my eyes. It just brought tears to my eyes. Like, why are we there? And every time I hear about another black death in police custody or by police because of police brutality, and in prisons and in mental institutions of innocent people, it just makes me cry. Like, why? Because you see, being in Africa, there's a different karma and also a different perspective and way of looking at things that I think suits us. So, certain nations on this planet are just built for destruction. They just build machines to kill, whether it's napalm, whether it's mustard gas, whether it's the atom bomb, whether it's daisy cutters. They're built on destruction. They're built on death and killing and debauchery and control. And I don't feel that's the karma that we should be in. I think that the good karma of when you come to Africa, let me just say this. We are one of the biggest consumers on the planet. We spend billions. Even let's just talk about here. Sisters, let's talk about here. Okay. Now, I don't have like what you call it, that Korean or Indian or whatever, like fake hair. Well, it's real hair from other people's heads because we're so ashamed of our own identity that we have to wear other people's hair and cover our curly crowns. But we spend billions as consumers on this more than any other race. And so when I'm saying that when you come back to Africa, you also come back as consumers, which means that you take your money out of their coffers and you put it back into black hands. That is good karma. Okay? This is very good karma. When you come back to Africa and you contribute to the lives of others, this is good karma. When you do good by others, you get good karma. It's high vibration. When you live in a nation, when you're struggling, you automatically almost become subject to bad karma because of your circumstances. You know, some people will turn to drinking every day because they're distressed and because they're depressed. Bad karma. Then they get in a car, they drive, something happens. This is bad karma, but it's the circumstances that you're living in. Because, okay, you're going to have to pay taxes on your salary, then you're going to have to pay taxes for where you live, and then you're going to have to pay VAT, value added tax, on everything that you buy. And then, you know, you're taxed for where you park, you're taxed for where you drive, and then you're taxed for the car you drive, you're taxed for emissions. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And then, of course, you still have the congestion charges. And then, you know, it's not quality of life. You're taxed for the TV that you watch. And, you know, you're taxed when you die. You're taxed when you live. It's like a honeypot. So what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that Africa doesn't have taxes. Of course it does. But it's just not the same environment. It's just not the same. So the good karma of when you come, I could go and show you. In fact, I might even put up a picture of my bananas in my garden. Yeah, is that, you know, these bananas wouldn't grow in the UK, by the way. It's far too cold. But yeah, I can grow what I eat and eat what I grow. It's good karma. It's like being in touch with nature. And the foods that we eat, you know, the electronic foods that we eat that vibrate with our melanin, they are very much a part of, you know, what makes us and what makes us feel great. The sun makes us feel great. When you live in these environments where you have to be taking vitamin D injections and vitamin E injections because you're not getting enough sun, and you're having seasonal adjustment disorder because of the mood swings that you're getting without having enough sunlight. And, you know, it's almost like being a slave. And one of the differences is, okay, so I didn't work today. Yeah, I didn't work today. I actually spent time sorting out my crystals, which have been long overdue. Anybody who knows me knows that I love crystals. Yeah, it's just one of my things, you know, since I was very young. And so I had so many just put in boxes and not sorted out. And I wanted to identify them. I wanted to really relate with their energy and feel, you know, the vibration of the crystals. So I spent time sorting them out because it's been long overdue. But even here, they felt different. The vibration of my crystals even felt different here to what they did in the UK. So let me just read some of your comments. Thank you for sharing on Facebook. Yeah, please, anyone, if you could all share on your other social media platforms, I would so appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah. Um, yeah, it's excellent that you consume and you grow, and you must use your tech everything in the UK and America and the United Kingdom. Yeah, so the other good karma is that obviously as consumers, we have spent so much money, and as employees, we work so much. Someone sent me something once, right? I'm gonna try and see if I can share it with you. I may not be able to put my phone on. Airplane mode. Hang on. Someone sent something shared with me, and it was the value of my birth certificate. I don't know if ever you've tried this, um, but it was like there's a bond made against us, and I wanted to find out if anyone knows how you can actually cash in this bond. I'll tell you the. I'll tell you the. Let's have a look. The website address. Shared it with someone. Okay, so it's HTTP, um uh I think it's colon two forward slash www dot treasury direct.gov forward slash BC, and BC stands for birth certificate, by the way, and then SBC price. Yeah. So I'll repeat that, or I'll try and type it in if I get a chance. Yeah. And then you have to go and you have to select e-bonds, and under Dominion you start with the £10,000 pound option, and you enter your birth certificate number, usually 2 letters followed by 6 numbers in bond serial number, and your month, year, and date of birth as month, year, 4 numbers for the year of your birth, and I think they call that an in issue date. Now you select calculate, and then what you're seeing is the denominations of what the bond on your birth certificate is worth. So each of us has a price on our head. So some people were saying to me, where are some ways you can get back? Why can't we try and find out how we can cash this in? I don't think there's any harm in trying. So is there anyone out there that would know how we can cash in our bonds? Yeah, I'll tell you again. Okay, you go to H. If you've got a pen and pencil, I'm old school in it, pen and pencil, or pen and pad. You can go to HTTP colon and then 2 forward slashes like this, and then www dot, and it's treasury direct.gov forward slash BC forward slash SBC price. Let me try and go to it on my phone, and maybe I can show you. Oh no, my phone's on flight mode. Hang on a sec. It's not going to go anywhere, is it? Okay, let's take it off. Yeah, so I just want to show you. Oh dear, there it is. So there you see, calculate. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe it's backwards because it's in. So there you can find out the value of your bond, of your birth certificate. So when I checked before, one of mine was 56,000, I think £56,000, and the other one was £27,000. So these are bonds that have been made against us, against our birth, as we are supposedly, I guess, enslaved of the system. And so they actually trade us as commodities. They actually trade us as commodities. And so I'm going to try and see if I can find a way to type it in. Sometimes when I go on this, it kind of changes things. So, yes. Anyway, so basically, there's a lot of information out there, and I would just like to know if someone could do extra research for us on this. I would really appreciate it and find out how we can cash in our bonds and come back home. Yeah. So the other good part of karma is not just the weather, but it's the environment. When you live among your own people, your vibration changes. It's almost like something in your mitochondrial DNA, like starts to, I don't know, it's almost like you start to re, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? You start to restructure. I don't know how. Even your dreams are more vivid in Africa. Yeah, I don't know if like it's a divine thing, but it's like it's a connectivity thing. When you wake up, also you wake up happy. And I think when you wake up happy, it resonates in your spirit. And so why am I talking about karma? Because I'm giving you reasons to come back home. Yeah, and I'm also going to talk about, the fact that why people are saying bad things about Africa a lot of the time is because they don't want to entice you to come back home. They don't want you to know the truth. If you knew that you was going to have all this good karma when you came back, you would come in a heartbeat, but you don't, because that's not what they want you to know. Everyone is here getting good karma from diamonds, getting good karma from gold, getting good karma from cocoa, getting good karma from coffee, getting good karma from tea, getting good karma from all the spoils of the earth, the coltrane, the californium, yeah, everything from the iron, from the oil to the gas, to the petrol, to, every natural resource is here in Africa. And so they're getting their good karma. So why can't we? So that is our entitlement. Isn't it time they got their bad karma by us leaving? And say, no, you can pay your own taxes. you can pay your own bills. You can build your own buildings. We've done enough for you. Don't you think that they deserve some bad karma after what's happened to us? Because everyone's saying, oh, well, how do we get repaid for fee? We don't have to wait. We just need to go. We just need to leave. If we leave, that is bad karma for them and good karma for us. Sorry, that's right. It's consciousness among us. Yes, definitely. As one we are many, and as many we are one. But we have to bring up that karma. We can't be in a low vibration and have good karma. We have to, understand that we also have to be of service to our nation. Yeah, that is also good karma. Being of service is good karma. Treating other people well is good karma. Yeah. They say if you do good, good follows you. If you do bad, bad things happen to you. Okay? And you don't have a choice in it. It's almost like a divine covenant. And there are so many of us on this earth that want to do good, that we want to share love and be of love and do right by others without abuse. Because that's not why we came here. So, the good karma is being in a very loving environment. And that love is so powerful. Just sitting on the beach, Ahmed. Yeah, how are you? Are you okay? Yeah? Oh, thank you. You said I'm beautiful. That's very kind of you to say so. Oh, you make me blush. Oh, that's why, you see. This is why I don't have my phone on. I'm so sorry. Um, I'm live. Can I call you back? I'm live. Can I call you back? Okay, thanks. Take care. You see, I'm so sorry. Um, let me put it back on flight mode. So yeah, so like not only that, there's something very spiritual. I cannot put my finger on it, but there's something very spiritual when you come back to Africa. It's like a feeling. Has anyone watched the Avatar where they all kind of join their tails and they sit under the tree and I've forgotten the song. Ooh, ooh. Has anyone ever seen that? Or do you know what I'm talking about? And they all seem to be in like a stringent connection. That happens. It really does. I can't describe it, but even when I'm walking on a dirt road, I feel like a connection, and to the earth itself. In England, I felt something, but it wasn't as strong. And it was like when I used to fly in and the clouds were grey and the sky was heavy, and then you'd have to go through immigration at the airport, and it was such an almost soul destroying experience. So, where have you been? Why have you been? What was you doing in Africa? Yeah. Have you brought in any controlled substances? Like, are you a criminal? And it straight away, it's like the assumption, because when you live in the West, I'm sorry, but you're not at ease. That is part of the bad karma, is that you're not at ease. We weren't sent there. We weren't meant to be there in the first place. That's not our home. It's not our home. Africa is our home. Oh, I need to give you an update, by the way, about the plots. The ones in Brikama, in Tobacco Brikama, those plots, because someone said to me, Julia, you don't tell us any details. I said, I'm so sorry. So the plots themselves are 400 square meters each, which is 20 by 20. And the price of the plot is 150,000 Delasses. Now, I don't know, and Brikama is the second largest city, but it's actually in a suburb. I don't know what that is in dollars or pounds. So if someone could work out the Delasses or the pounds, I don't know what the rate is of dollars to pounds. Let me Google it. So people were asking me so they could get an idea of what I was talking about. So rate of one second. Sorry about this. So I can tell you the price in pounds at least. If someone can work out in dollars, I'd appreciate it. Oh, I put it on airplane mode, didn't I? Can you help me, someone? Because I'm afraid if I put it back on, it's just going to start ringing again. So if someone could help me, yeah, I would really, really appreciate it. So listen, every time you put petrol in your car, okay, like here, we have Gambian Petroleum Company, GMPC, yeah. And so I know that that money is going to Gambian company. I know it's going to develop Gambia. When you put it in England, you're even could be taking it away from Nigeria, where Nigeria is not even going to get the money back that it invested in order for them to take that fuel. So, when you're going back, you have to look at your footprint. When you build your house, you don't have to worry about giving, Mr. Smith his mortgage money. There's no mortgage money there. You've built your house. You built your house and you've used Gambian builders to build your house. So you're contributing to someone else's, welfare. Isn't that good karma? Someone who looks like you, someone who's going to appreciate you and value you and see the good that you came to do. And you'll be contributing to the development of that nation rather than working for your oppressors, the same people that took your ancestors. When you look at your money, oh, I haven't got your money at the moment, sorry. But when you look at the money here, it's got a black face on it. When you look at your money there, whose face on it? It's the face of your oppressors. It's the face of your. How can you feel free every day when you look at your money and it's even the face of your oppressors? It's psychological. It's psychological that you need to be in a situation where you are motivated and inspired by what you see every day. When I go into the bank, if I have an issue, I talk to my black bank manager, my Gambian bank manager, and I sit down and I have a conversation. I'm not, spurred upon or looked upon, or when you got issues there, it's like, oh right, do you have an appointment? No, and it's like, no, I don't, because this issue's only occurred today, so I just needed to speak to someone about the problems that I'm having. Well, I'm not sure that we can help you today. Can you make an appointment to come back? I'm like, okay, then thank you. And then when they come back, it's like, oh, I'm sorry, but the manager's actually been called away to a meeting. Can you come back? So who's going to pay my fare? I came all the way back here. Who's going to put petrol in my car? There's no regard for who you are. And I think that this is also like really, really important. Is that it's that honor and self-respect that you get, that dignity, sense of dignity. Yes, there are teething issues here. Nowhere is perfect. Obviously, I'm still fighting. However, and I'm supposed to give you an update, and you know what? You have to forgive me. I've been so busy this week. Yeah. So, was anyone able to find out Rory Curtis? You remind me of the beautiful woman from the Soul to Soul with your new hairstyle. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. No, you know what it is? I didn't get time to go to the hairdressers. So, yeah, I decided just to put a bun around it. But thank you so much. She's very beautiful indeed. So that's indeed a compliment. Yeah, I was about to say, you miss the world. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm in a Pan African group which connects. This is from Ronnie Lewin, everyone. So I'm going to read it out to you. He said that I'm in a Pan African group which connects the diaspora and the continent to develop socio-economic, self-sustainable wealth for the whole continent. Practical Pan-Africanism must prioritize independence. Is there anything more to that? Do you want to add? Yeah, self-sufficiency and self-determination is so important. It's so important. I know like there are cultural differences. There are major, like for example, my mum can't tell me how to live my life. My mum can't tell me who I can have a relationship with. My family cannot influence my choices, because um, my life is determined by myself and the choices that I choose to live. It's not determined upon any dogma or any cultural or any external influences or bullying by any family members. I make the choice to be with who I love because I love them. And so that's different in different cultures. They have arranged marriages, they have different things. They have imposed marriages, they have, situations in different cultures where men can have, multiple wives, different things in different places. But it's all an experience. And it's an experience that you can learn from. Do you see what I mean? And so, one of the things that I'd like to say is that one of the good karmas is that when you come back, you can also create the love footprint. Yes, I said it, the love footprint. So, for many of us females and males who have been unable maybe to find a suitable partner in the West and don't want to date outside their race, then Africa is the solution for you. Okay, you could come and you could fall head over heels with someone wonderful. Yeah, you can fall head over heels and have a wonderful life and rejoin that circle, rejoin that legacy. So your child will also, or your family, your children and everything will be here. And so there's so much more to the legacy, there's so much more to the footprint, there's so much more to the solutions that we can create together as one. And that's what we should be. We should be together as one. BlaXit is about, leaving the West, coming back to the best, which means us reconnecting with our family, reconnecting, being together. And so that is what we should be. We should have this unity. In saying that, I said that I would read a poem from Professor Shat Fowler's book. So this is Professor Sherman Fowler, back there, and this is his book, which is called Islands of Thought. And there's one poem that I liked, which was called Umoja. And Umoja is unity, and it's called Kwansaba. It's quite short. So it says, solar self, our self, we will always sustain. Soul's creation energy with rock solid faith. We lean on each other, leaves upon the tree of love rooted in life. The winds of ill may rage savage upon our limbs, but our solar self, our one self, united in love stands. Okay? So I hope that resonates. I hope that resonates. And I send that out to anyone who had a birthday yesterday. So happy birthday to you. And that is for um, a special person. That's for you. That poem is dedicated to you. So I want you to all kind of think about the impact that you can make by coming to Africa. The impact that you can have by coming to Africa. The karma, the good karma. A lot of the time we say, oh my gosh, look what they've done to us in slavery, and nothing has happened to them. Nothing has happened to them. Listen, my friends, my family, even my foes, nothing's going to happen until we go. It's our feet that do the walking. It's taking our money out of their economy that does the talking. Are we clear? There's a book, if anybody's read it, which is The Destruction of Black Civilization. Chance Williams. It's quite a thick book, and with me, I love highlighting things. I know I shouldn't do anything, um, in terms of keeping the value of the book, but there is so much inspiration in here when you want to find out about your history of your peoples. So you don't have to rely on their history. We have our own. We have our own stories, and we were great civilizations and great nations. So you don't have to think, oh my goodness, we're reinventing the wheel. No, we're not, because we've already been there. We've already been there. So when you take your money as consumers, so we spend billions every year. When you take your money as consumers out of their economy, what do you think the impact will be? Can someone ask me in the comments, what do you think the impact will be? Say, for example, we all said, right, we want to go and collect this money on our birth certificates, on our bonds, the one I gave you today. And I hope that someone can come forward and help me with this, because I really want to trade in my bonds. I want to trade in my bonds. I want to get my money back for my birth certificate that I didn't ask to be traded on the stock market. Yeah, so I want to find out how I can get my money back. Italist, big yourself up. Yeah, veteran BlaXit family, original. Yeah, from long time still. So I want to find out how we can, trade it in, because people want to come back home. So if you can trade in your birth certificate bonds, then you can come home. You can build your house and live, without a mortgage and be debt free. People ask me about solutions. So I'm trying to find those solutions for you. Big yourself up, bro. Yeah, please. I want to find those solutions for you. So I found one. Yeah, please go to HTTP. Yeah, someone, can you type it up, please, for me? Can someone help me? Can I get a volunteer? Can I get a help? Can I get a help? Can I get a help? Can I get a help, please? Can I get a help? Go. Okay, thank you, Italist. I know you always come through for me. Okay, so HTTP. If I'm going too fast, let me know. HTTP, yeah, and then two colons, two dots, and then two forward slashes like this, and then www dot treasury, TREASURY, direct, DIRECT dot gov, GOV, yeah, and then another forward slash, and then BC, like for birth certificate, capital B, capital C, forward slash, capital S, capital B, capital C, price, PRICE. Do you need me to